Balochistan, Pakistan's largest province by area, has erupted into global headlines after Mir Yar Baloch declared the region's independence on May 9, 2025. This move, backed by militant groups like Baloch Liberation Army, represents the most significant escalation in Baloch's freedom struggle in decades. But to understand this declaration, one must examine Balochistan's complex history of marginalization, human rights violations, economic exploitations, especially under Chinese investment, and the timing amid rising Indo-Pak tensions. Balochistan's troubled relationship with the state of Pakistan began shortly after the country's independence. In 1948, the autonomous state of Kalat in present-day Balochistan was forcibly annexed. Since then, the Baloch people have led multiple uprisings, most notably in 1958, 1962, 1973, and again in early 2000s, demanding autonomy, control over resources, and recognition of their ethnic identity. The region has rich reserves of natural gas, coal, copper, and gold. Despite this wealth, Balochistan remains Pakistan's poorest province. While resources from Balochistan power much of the country, the local population has seen little development, fueling long standing resentment and calls for separation. The Baloch struggle is not just about autonomy, it's a human rights crisis. Over the years, thousands of Baloch men, women, and youth have been forcibly disappeared by security agencies. Many have been found dead in remote areas, victims of extrajudicial killings. Families of the missing have led months long protests with no justice. Activists like Dr. Mahrang Baloch have led peaceful campaigns against disappearances, only to be arrested and silenced. In March 2025, she was detained during a protest and held without charge in Quetta Hudda's district jail. Her family was denied contact, sparking global condemnation from rights groups and organizations like Amnesty International. China's deep involvement in Balochistan has added a new layer of conflict. The China Pakistan Economic Corridor, a multi billion dollar infrastructure project, is the crown jewel of China's Belt and Road Initiative, running directly through Balochistan to the Gwadar port. While the Pakistani and Chinese government touted CPEC as a game changer, locals view it as exploitative. Land has been seized, the environment harmed, and jobs denied to locals in favor of outside labor. Increased militarization around CPEC route has further alienated the Baloch people. On May 9, 2025, Balochistan's nationalist leader Mir Yar Baloch declared Balochistan an independent state. In a public statement, he urged the United Nations and India to recognize Balochistan's sovereignty and demanded the withdrawal of Pakistani forces. This declaration coincided with a series of coordinated attacks by the Baloch Liberation Army. The BLA claimed responsibility for 39 attacks across the province, including the seizure of the Mangchor city in Kalat district. Their elite Fateh squad reportedly killed dozens of Pakistani soldiers, destroyed military assets, and blocked all major highways into the city. In another assault at Kasina, Soro, 18 Frontier Corps troops were reportedly killed and their weapons seized. These operations marked the most sophisticated and daring BLA offensive in years. The timing of Balochistan's declaration is significant. It comes at a time when tensions between India and Pakistan are at their peak, with both the nations engaged in border skirmishes and a warlike situation brewing. With Pakistan's military preoccupied, Baloch leaders saw a window of opportunity to assert their cause. International attention on South Asia's instability offers a rare moment for the Baloch struggle to gain visibility and legitimacy on global stage. The declaration of independence by Baloch leaders is not just a sudden outburst. It is a culmination of decades of political neglect, economic exploitation, and violent repression. China's involvement through CPEC has deepened the local alienation, while Pakistan's military centric response has fueled greater resistance. As the regional dynamics shift and the Indo-Pak conflict distracts Islamabad, Balochistan has made its boldest move yet towards freedom. Whether the international community acknowledges this step remains to be seen. For the Baloch people, it's a moment decades in the making.